So I've got a number of these AA badges. I say a number, I've got about 3 in total. So this one, I think went from 1945 to 1967. This is a 1C prefix, which means it's dated, I want to say 1962 or 63. You could tell when the badge was issued because of the first 2 letters that appeared at the beginning of the badge itself. This particular design went from 1967 onwards and hasn't really been changed. So this one's actually going to go on to the XJ40. I am a member of the AA through my bank, so it actually makes sense, and it's also sort of period correct, and I think will look quite interesting. What you also tended to get was a key which would be used in the various AA call boxes that you had on the motorway network at the time. The RAC had a similar scheme as well, but you would get this little key here, which you would put into your key ring. Came in this sort of nice little envelope there. Probably due to the newer logo there, that's probably a more recent, well, recent as in the past sort of 40 years or so example. So let's go and put this onto the car. So it's quite easy to get these grille bits off. Literally a screw here, 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 and here. And thankfully, as I replaced this recently, the screws aren't rusty. Not that the originals ever were, actually, to be honest with you. Excuse me. Now, if I had a model with air conditioning, you would have an additional fan behind there, as well as the air conditioning condenser. However, what you do have is obviously the radiator and oil cooler that you can see there. And that is quite literally out of there. If you wanted to replace the grille, you've got one there and one up there, which are, I want to say 10mm, and then a couple on the other side. They would come off and allow you to replace the actual grille itself, because these grilles are known to, well, just disintegrate quite badly, usually around these points and these points here. So any points where there is holes in the chrome itself, because they're not the highest quality, let's say. So to preserve one, it's actually a good idea to take this off, put some rust proofing in behind all the way around. That will keep the grille in good condition. I think later ones are better, and this particular grille is actually off a later car, so it has fared reasonably well. So the badge itself actually pops off from this and allows you to fit the plate, and obviously it's got a little bit of text on there that tells you the badge goes that side. Now, because of the age of this, even with plus gas, I've managed to completely shear one off, and this one isn't shifting. So what I'm going to do is use some modern technology and put some cable ties on there, which will hopefully do the job. That is what typically happens when you try to work with something that's probably been seized in place since the 80s. That will shear off, and you're left with something that you can't really use. You can obviously get the equivalent of these, so you could use a modern equivalent, but I think cable ties will work absolutely fine. So that'll sit there, and then the badge will sit on top. So does that mean I should technically give it back? Apparently it's property of the Automobile Association, London. I do actually wonder if you do have to give it back. And a view Well, a couple of simple cable ties later, and it's in place. And it is actually pretty in place as well. That's certainly going to shift. So let's just tidy this up. Might be able to hear a thunderstorm outside actually. It's July and we're in the midst of some interesting weather at the moment. To be exact, it's actually July the 9th, 2023. Right, let's go and refit that to the car.